Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then we're going into the KUAM News Zoom room where we have Margarita Gay from Public Health. She's joined by Mr. Brian from the University of Chicago. And what they're doing, guys, is they do this every few years. It's the Maternal Child Health Jurisdictional Survey, and it's going to be happening, well, from now until April. And really important, you guys get to respond to this. We'll tell you all about how you can respond and what your response means and what types of benefits it could mean for mothers and children here on Guam. 7:39. The show continues next. It is the Ling Guahusi Bowback. Proudly for what? It's the Ling, homie. Proudly presented by Calvo Enterprises, ITN and Jack in the Box. We're back next. Good morning.
No, bone is too hot for me.
That's hot,
Barnett.
Thank you.
I just get emotional in February because Valentine's.
Subscribe to our KOAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KOAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KOAM Communications. Go to KOAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam On Demand. It's Feed Me Fridays on the Link. Good eats, good company, and beyond good chow with Team KOAM checking out Guam's most tantalizing, tempting menu items. Every Friday on the Link, listen on Breeze 93.9 FM or stream online. Brought to you by Devondale, real milk from free grazing cows.
Uno Mixed. We're mixing it up on the last Thursday of every month with a look at lifestyle, entertainment, food, and so much more on the stations, networks, and digital platforms of KUAM Communications.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi. That's what I like.
Catch Sports Link on the Link every Friday for the latest sports news, game schedules, athlete profiles, and more. Sports Link airs every Friday on Breeze 93.9 FM and streaming online across our multimedia platforms. Sports Link is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape and Taco Bell. Live Muss.
Let us know what's up on our KOM News WhatsApp tip line at 671-727-0094. Share information about what's happening in your town, on Guam or the CNMI, and what you want us to know. Reach us on WhatsApp at 671-727-0094.
KUAM Communications presents a special multi-platform series showcasing women leaders in our community during Women's History Month. Throughout the month of March, KUAM News digital media platforms will feature daily weekday profiles of women in business in our community. And every Monday on KUAM News Primetime, we're showcasing a different woman leader in a special feature profile. Women Driven is brought to you locally by Bank of Guam, the People's Bank.
Fansano dani KUAM Communications menters tata jujuti tata reflecte tempo kresma no lisajo no denario. Kitori ni meddi hu faisen hamzo maila tata fan lisajo ifeno samor pat feno English kada poingi gala shetti gi senisa dia dos gi marsu estai bet ni santu dia kinsi gi abrit. Ekungo gi isla tomorrow streaming radio pasno egga pat hungog masyafan na ora gizon mami podcast na network dan todo edras median sosial gi KUAM. Fan magov sa kahulo ugwi.
Every day is a brand new day. We should be happy and celebrate. The life you have is just one of a kind. No more trying to waste my time.
Good morning.
I want to go to the beach.
I hope it's a good morning. It's definitely a morning. Whether or not it's good is up to you. Good morning. 7:43. You know what's coming up on the show this morning? Guys, it's going to be awesome. So I don't know if you saw our first From the Files podcast, where we basically here at KUAM, we have thousands of hours of archival footage from not just, news coverage that we've done, over KUM has been around for 80 million years. So that's a little bit of an exaggeration. But so we have all these archives, tons of archives, all these crazy tapes, hours and hours and hours of, like I said, not just news coverage, but also different shows that we've had here at KUAM over the years. And so there was this idea to do this podcast, video podcast called From the Files. And the first episode, Tomas Maglotnia, who just does great work, he looked at some of the big storms, or the big storm, for that episode. And it was just great. The nostalgia took me way back. And for this episode of From the Files, which you are going to get in full, it's going to actually premiere on the link this morning. My name is Bobak, by the way. Good morning. That's going to happen around 8:30 or so. And the subject of this episode of From the Files is President Bill Clinton's visit to Guam. Remember that? I was really thinking about that last time. I remember the time it was like, well, it was a big deal because it wasn't just one of these like, hi, bye, or these presidents when they stop by Guam, and we always make a big deal out of it. Like, we seem so desperate. It's like, oh, it's President so-and-so stopped on Guam, and like, dude was like here for a minute. You know what I mean? They gassed the plane, he's gone. But President Clinton, they had a whole, well, you'll see in the episode, but it was a huge deal, right? And I want to say that I think Congressman Michael St. Nicholas, he was not a congressman at that time. He gave a speech, and then also the activist attorney Julian Uggan actually sang at this thing for President Clinton. This was before he was woke, and I thought that was pretty interesting too. And just watching this footage here, watching people back then. I mean, even God, this sounds so simple, guys, but even the hairstyles. Okay, yes. You watch From the Files, you watch it a couple times through just to digest all the content, and then you watch it to kind of be like, hey, what's that shirt that guy's wearing? Or, oh, look at that guy's hair. People used to do their hair like that. So it hits on many levels, guys, and it's coming up here on the show this morning. 7:45, yeah, Bill Clinton, he was a thing. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I always had a good Bill Clinton imitation. 7:46, okay, let's just give a minute. Let that breathe before we switch gears. I don't want to bring Margarita into this mess with Bill Clinton and that whole scandal. So the Department of Public Health and Social Services, they're actually doing the Maternal Child Health Jurisdictional Survey from now. It starts Monday until April, and it's actually being conducted by Tebet Research out of the University of Chicago. So let's get Margarita here, and she's joined by Mr. Brian of the University of Chicago. And we're going to talk about this survey. Margarita, I'm so glad you're here. We missed you. It's good to see you again.
Yeah. Good morning, Chris, and thank you for having us today. Well, you just said it. It's the Maternal Child Health Jurisdiction Survey. And I just wanted to inform the public that it's part of public health. It's one of the programs that we serve at the used to be Manila, but we're now in Northern Public Health. And so it helps. The people will be answering the question to help us see if we're meeting the needs of our performance measures that we give data every year to the NCHB to promote the women and children health on Guam. And so we're not the only island, or we're part of 8 jurisdictions like Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Palau, Marshall Islands, CNMI, FSM. And so we're all part of this, and it's a unique survey that relates to our islands. And so I just want to remind everybody, we did it before in 2019 and it worked out, but we're only doing 250 this year. But it does count. Everything that you answer will make a difference to the Guam MCH programs.
Margarita,
And so,
if I could get it, could you just tell us just a little bit about the program and what it offers to the people who participate in it?
So the MCH program is it's under my bureau in public health, and we're the ones who give the free prenatal visits. We give the child immunization free for the children 0 to 18. The free prenatal care is because they don't have insurance.
Okay.
And we also give well baby checkups to people who have no insurance. And so we also provide other outreach. We go out in the outreach and provide services for the children, immunization and well baby checkups. And we also help with the Shriners. And so that's part of our children with special health needs that we promote with this program. So we're there. You know us we're the ones giving shots to the homeless, and we do the home visiting to the kids, to our population that need that evidence-based home visiting services.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're the district nurses that go out.
That's awesome.
help.
Yeah. Margarita, I know you've been with public health a long time, and I just wanted to get what does this program do? And now I know you guys have done so much over the years. Obviously, Guam, we struggle, with poverty and with people who don't have insurance. And so I'm pretty sure there are many, many families that you've helped, over the years. I'm pretty sure there are little babies that you gave shots to, and now these people are just all grown up and you maybe giving shots to their babies, right?
Yeah. And so we're also, in the same time, we were doing COVID.
Right.
So we're so we're doing it.
So you've been busy.
Brian, very. Yeah. And we're so excited that the survey's coming back because due to COVID, we missed last year. So they're back to this year.
Right. And so Brian is from the University of Chicago. He's here. Brian, I'm looking at the release. It says the survey will be conducted by Tebbit Research on behalf of NORC at the University of Chicago. So I'm assuming that's you. You want to tell us what your involvement is, and is it a big part of the boots on the ground execution of this thing?
Yeah, exactly, Chris. Thanks for having us.
Right
and my name is Brian Kirchhoff. I'm with NORC at the University of Chicago. We work with the Maternal and Child Health Bureau to deliver this survey in all of the jurisdictions. Gotcha. So our local data collection partner is an organization called Tebbit. They're out of Australia, and normally we would be there in person doing the training, but we've been training the field teams for the last couple of days over Zoom and getting them prepared so that they know how to administer the survey, how to randomly select the households from within each of the communities that they're going into, and getting them just generally prepared to do the field work, starting, as Margarita said, this next Monday and going for the next about 3 to 4 weeks.
Just to be clear, is this going to be a bunch of Australians going around the villages conducting this survey? Because I don't know how they're going to handle the directions around here.
No, that's one of the really important things of survey research. We always use people from the local communities because they know the areas, they know the people that are in those communities, they know the customs, they know the languages. So we help provide the infrastructure, but we work completely with local interviewers, and those are the people that we're training right now. They're all people who live here on Guam, and that might be your neighbors or your friends that are going to be out doing this survey work over the next several weeks.
Right. So Margarita, and I'm just thinking because there's been a lot of crazy crime stuff happening lately, right? So are they the surveyors, when they go out to these villages, are they gonna be, easily identified with vests or whatever?
Well, they have a uniform.
Okay.
It's a maroon uniform with a Tebbit on their sleeve, just like the census. They had a certain, but they will have their supervisors there with them. I know with this rise, we just have to they're in groups, so they're not alone.
Right.
So that's the safety part. And majority of them are women, because that's who we're interviewing, is women with children. And so there's some men, but they're going to be within groups.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then, Margarita, I wanted to ask, so it starts Monday. What village does it start in? And is there like a calendar that you guys go for this day? We're going to be here in this village, so heads up.
Yes. They're starting at Jigo for 3 days. And so I will be going around and telling the mayor when their date is, if in case there's a change, at least they know these dates they'll be in their villages. So like Barragata will be this certain day, but then they were gonna come back to Barragata again. So it's not always the same village all the time. For the first 3 days, they're spread apart. But they're going like the 3 teams will go out to the villages. So it's not one team at a village, it's 3.
And then looking at the release also, it says the survey takes about a half hour to complete.
Yes, 40 minutes if yes. But Brian can and they do it on tablets, just like I think. Oh no, not like the census. The tablets are a little bit faster, so they answer and then they move on.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but if you any so they've done this in the other islands, and so they're used to the way that's being done. I'm used to paper and pencil, but the tablets are working because it's a lot of questions, because it's dealing with their child health, their development, safe sleep. Do they have health insurance? Do you have any children with special health needs? And they also take your weight. They bring the scale, and they also check your height of the child.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, before they would say estimate, but still, our estimate might not be the true estimate.
Oh, Margarita, I'm pretty sure you could look at someone and get their weight down like to the gram. You're a pro. Brian, if we could just, the survey takes about 30 minutes. Can you just give us an idea what happens with the results that you get from these surveys you conduct on Guam?
Oh, absolutely. So the purpose of the survey is to really help Margarita and her team be able to make better decisions about how the maternal and child health funding that comes from the Title V Block Grant Program can be spent. So they have reporting requirements on progress that has been made within the island on certain measures. We calculate all of those measures for them and provide them the data so that they can say, hey, this one particular issue is getting a little bit better, or hey, here's a new issue that we're starting to see more frequently among our youngest children that maybe we need to develop some new programs to address that particular problem. So it really is, you can only make good decisions if you've got good data behind it, and we're here to make sure that they have the best data that they can to make those decisions.
Right on. Margarita, so it starts Monday in Jigo. Is there anything in closing you want to add?
It's for the surveys for everyone. So we're not targeting any one neighborhood. It's throughout Guam. So, please welcome these surveyors. They're doing it for Guam, MCH, and no answer is a wrong answer. Your answers have a value to it to help get our programs to meet their needs. So please, enjoy our answer to the best of your ability, but the surveyors are there to help.
Margarita,
welcome them.
Is there like a number if maybe someone listening is like, I want to take the survey? I mean, do you do that? Can they call and be like, I want to take it?
The important thing about a scientific survey is that people have to be randomly selected.
Gotcha.
So you can't volunteer to do the survey, but if you're fortunate enough to be selected, we ask that you do participate. If somebody is selected and the household is selected, but they're not home at the time, we do have some pieces of paper that we're going to leave behind. And so if the household is selected, we'll give them a phone number that they can give a call back and arrange a better time for the interviewer to come back and complete that survey with them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Margarita, thank you. And when you're out there doing the surveys, if you want to just jump on to tell people, hey, we're in this village and this is what's happening and this is where we're at, please do. No problem.
Yeah. We if we could put it on your KOAM we could put it what village they'll be in the week. If we could do that, I can give the listing.
Shoot me a text,
Yeah.
Margarita. You got it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. You guys watch out for the dogs, okay? There's dogs. I don't know if that was in the training. And chickens.
Number one.
We got chickens. Don't roll up on the hens, Brian.
The teams are going to be careful. Their safety is priority.
Okay,
Stay away from the dogs.
Got it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Margarita.
Okay, thank you.
Esta. Okay, adjust. Good people there, man. Yeah, watch them dogs, bro. Sorry. 7:59. So that actually starts Monday in Jigo. Okay, and they're looking to survey I think like 250 mothers or female caregivers of children 0 to 17 years old. So that's what's going to be happening in Jigo on Monday. If you see people going around, don't freak. They're supposed to be doing that. It's 7:59. We're KUAM FM in Agutney, Guam. This is the link.